So guys, welcome back to my channel. First, before we hop into this, I want to say please, please, please check out this slide, do what it say, help a girl channel out. Okay, so now we're going to get into two different things. We're going to talk about a couple of, actually we're going to talk about remote jobs from this site Stripe. And then we're going to talk about how to use Chatgpt. So some of you may have heard of Stripe. I've heard of Stripe before. Stripe is like a payment platform or that businesses use to pay, like to gather payments from people. So I wanted to show this because they have a lot of jobs, and they have some remote jobs that are in different areas. So it's not just a US based remote job platform. So they have a whole bunch. However, if you are looking for a remote job, I ask you to please pay attention and make sure it says remote in wherever you're at. I'm in the US, so I would look for remote in the US. And I am just going to pick a job that I feel like a lot of people might have, which is administrative business partner coverage. Now, one disclaimer, this job does not say you have to have a degree. You do not have to have a degree. If you have one, awesomeness. If you don't, that's still awesomeness, and I would say still apply. So they give you a background about Stripe. And as I said, Stripe, some of you may have heard of it, some of you haven't. I want to say Stripe possibly is like a PayPal thing or something. I could be wrong, but basically it's a payment thing. Some companies have it, some companies don't. It tell you about the team right here. I'm trying to stop talking so fast. I talk fast naturally, guys, so I'm sorry. Then it gives you what you would do. Also, let me go back. Oh no, I didn't get there yet. I'm sorry. My bad. It talks about the responsibilities of the job role, to let you know more about what you will do. And then it talks about who you are, basically what they will look for. This is what I wanted to talk about. I like that they highlight that the preferred qualifications are a bonus, not a requirement, guys. I know some people feel like the preferred qualifications, they have to have it. If you do, cool. If you not, if you don't, that's cool too. So the requirements, the minimum requirements are this. You notice it says nothing about a degree. Nothing about a degree, nothing about how many years that you've worked. Hopefully you have some years in administrative that will put you over other people that don't. But if you don't fret, because you don't know how many people they're looking for this role, and it can be yours. So the preferred qualifications are 3 to 5 years experience. Preferred, guys. And they talk about basically more preferred qualifications, experience supporting calendar, travel expenses of senior leaders. Basically, if you have been in executive administrative, you could be a good fit for this. Even if you haven't, people that have been in administrative roles, you've dealt with calendar, you've dealt with like travel expenses, communication, emails. So you still could be a good fit for this as well. Then we're going to go down to the pay. Y'all know I love to try to talk about the pay because that's what we need. It's $90,000 to $135,000 a year, and this is remote. Remote. So there are other jobs on here as well. As you saw, there was multiple jobs, but we're going to jump right into how to use ChatGPT. So I have ChatGPT up. You can I have a login. I don't pay for ChatGPT. You can have a login for free, and then you can pay for it to have like extra stuff. I don't pay for it. Now, if you log in, I'm not going to log in, but if you have a login, there will be like a paperclip right here, where sometimes it works, sometimes it don't for the non-paid version, where you can upload your resume and then you would type, this is what I like to do, I would type compare resume to job description. And then I would go here and sometimes I would do this just talk about the minimum qualifications and the preferred to see. I will paste it. Now, if you don't have that little paper clip, or if it's not working, don't fret. You can always do this resume, and then I am going to copy and paste a dummy resume that I had ChatGPT make for me. And then boom, it gives you a comparison. It breaks it down of what the job description is looking for, and then what you have on your resume, which I love that it does this. So you'll wait till it get finished, and it tell you basically the overall of your resume. And you can also, what I like to do, say for example, it does. Now this resume matches so much because I had already had ChatGPT make a resume for a dummy to do this. But say it also said, because this has happened to me, that it will say like my resume is a strong alignment, but I don't talk about such and such. I would go then and say, write resume bullets to strengthen resume. And then it will give me better resume bullets. And I would say make sure you read them. You can always have it changed. You can always change it if you don't like it. So for example, if you don't like this, you can say stuff like rewrite to take out percentage. And boom. And to make sure that your resume is in XYZ format, you can say rewrite in XYZ format. And if it is already in the format, it'll go ahead and let you know. If it's not in that format, it'll write it for you. And then you can read it, put it in your resume, and then what I like to do, I'll put it in my whatever in my resume, and then I would compare it again. Now, you don't have to have 100% of what the job is looking for. These jobs, no, is very rare. So yeah, tell me what you guys think. If you use ChatGPT, if you don't, if you pay for it. I don't pay for it. I'm not paying for it. Yeah, I actually have paid for it in the past, and it was issues with it. They fixed it. They refunded me my money. So now I'm just like straight free, boo. So yeah. So tell me what you guys think. Make sure you look at Stripe. Once again, they have so many roles, so many remote roles. You don't have to be in the US. Also, let me go into what the application will look like, because I think for this you have to put in a LinkedIn. So if you don't have to press that, but you'll put in your information. You'll upload your resume. Make sure your resume is in PDF form. Shout out to Pinterest and the people that make videos about looking at Pinterest resumes, because I got that little hot tip from that. And here is where I'm saying you would have to, you see that star? You would have to put in a LinkedIn. Now, if your LinkedIn is private, I say still put it in, because my LinkedIn is private and I still put it in. Don't know if you would get the job. Don't know if I would get the job, but who knows? And then you would just submit your resume. Submit your job application. So good luck, guys. Also, don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, share, tell a friend to bring a friend, so we can all be friends.